Hello everybody. As you can see, this is just gonna be a Guild Wars video. Right, I'll show you now in the gameplay. In the graphics options, I can play it in 1280 by 720, and that'd be 720p, which would be a good quality, but that would take up the whole screen, and my screen is 1920 by 1080, so I'm playing it in Windows mode, windowed, and so it's not taking up my full screen. And basically I am going to be doing one of the Underworld quests, and maybe the second one when I work out how to do it. But anyway, to start off, I need to log in, and my password is "you are a noob lol." Okay, I already did the first one on my ranger, so I'm gonna go for this guy who I have not played on for about 3 years. Yeah, it's the 25th of October today, so it'll be Halloween in a few days, and Guild Wars always does pretty good events for Halloween, Christmas and Chinese New Year and stuff. If you don't know already, what you do is you go to Kamadan, Julovistan, or Spamadan in other words, and you go to Europe, French, District 1. Now you just go to whichever district you want, but just Kamadan, Spamadan anyway. So when it stops doing the screensaver and you're actually in the game and get more than 0 frames per second, you should probably start off here, but walk up these steps and you want to go and talk to a person called where is he? Mad King Steward, who looks like a bit of, I don't know even what sweet or vegetable that is, so I can't describe it. If you know what it is, please tell me. But apparently, actually, I better do this. In my storage or auxiliary chest is some things I put in: pumpkin cookies, candy apples, and transmorphicatonics. So, gonna go back to my Mad King Steward, who looks like, oh, I forgot to get it out of my storage, but I don't think there was one. There's like some little candy things you can eat to boost your stats. But anyway, this is a solo quest, and blah 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 blah. Find somebody, basically don't die. Alright, I will try and do this. Okay, does this character, no, he doesn't have the Chantry of Secrets. You can either go to the Temple of Ages, Xingu Corridor, or the Chantry of Secrets. So I'm pretty sure I've got Temple of Ages, because that's like the basic place everyone has in Guild Wars, if you've got a little bit of money at least anyway. So when I get back to above 0 frames per second, there's going to be a load of people here, so I use my map to quick travel. I've been on Guild Wars a little bit at the moment, but not so much. I did a bit of Call of Duty last night, but I got a 37 to 1, few 10 plus KDs, but I just didn't care. Step forward if you do not fear the judgment of Gren. What purpose brings you here? Blah 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 blah. You need to use a transmogrifier and speak to the voice of Gren. Okay, this is going to be the actual video now, 4 minutes in. Okay, so my character Atom Crusher is here with his equipment, and so 600 health, 40 energy, and regardless of your class you need, regardless of your class, profession, you don't get any different stats. And the candy apples and pumpkin cookies don't do anything, unfortunately. Anyway, the skills is this one, which makes you run faster. Pretty self-explanatory. These are all shouts, which is pretty good. For this one, it makes target foes and all foes in the earshot of that foe move 90% slower, so that's pretty useful. This one just knocks down one target for 10 seconds, and this one makes all foes in the spirit's range capitulate to the Mad King's influence. So you'll find out what happens later on in a moment. Anyway, so what you need to do is follow the yellow brick road, these little yellow dots appearing. Boom, that's what it does. Turns everyone in about that much range into a pile of junk for 20 seconds. By the way, the knockdown was for 10 seconds, so if the enemies are like a few meters apart, it's pretty useful to sort of knock one down, knock the other one down, then you should be pretty safe for a moment until I get back up. Oh god, oh my god, sprint, yeah. So now we are into a little icy place. We've just left a lot grey area. Sorry if the quality isn't too good, but I'm actually managing to get 30 frames per second on this recording, which is pretty good. Gonna slow these dudes down, run round the corner. No enemies are gonna attack me, so I can just run straight on, following the yellow brick road. Coldfire Knights. Screw you. It's a great skill, that. It just makes it a lot easier. But don't spam it, because you do need it later on, as you will see. The reward for this quest, by the way, is 5,000 XP, which isn't too much, 15 transmogrifier tonics, and 50 trick-or-treat bags. 50 trick-or-treat bags is maybe about 6 platinums worth of money, which is pretty good, but I'd say for Guild Wars 2 coming up, you may as well go for the max title of confectionery, party animal and everything. But you see there's these Coldfire Knights who use skills on you and stuff. Yeah, not anymore. And I'm gonna try and be sneaky and wait, if this is 20 seconds it lasts for, these guys will be out for 20 seconds and it's 25-second recharge, so 5 seconds after they've gone red I will be able to rush through these Coldfire Knights again. Don't know why it's telling me to go back over there, it's being stupid. So, a little fight going on here. Now everyone's on my team. But, oh, I wanted to knock them down anyway. As an agent of Mad King, navigate through the underworld to the king. Through the underworld to the King of Judgment and speak to the King Frozen Wind. I've turned off the interface to make it look a little bit more awesome. So, something wicked this way comes, which is the name of the quest. Blah 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 blah. I win. So now I'll go back to Spamadan, French district of course, and go and collect my crest reward. This video basically to either show off what Guild Wars sort of looks like and some of the little mini games it has, or just to help my alliance if they cannot manage to do that pretty easy quest. But anyway, so when you've done that, he does have a second one which I don't know how to do yet. Started to do it, rang in the completely wrong direction, so I died and then gave up, but I will try it again in a bit. For your information, I'm using Fraps. As I said, I'm playing in windowed mode at 720p and getting about 30 frames on the recording, and I'm using Audacity to record my voice, and I really need a drink now because my voice is getting dry. But yeah, enjoy Halloween. To be honest, it's a shame Call of Duty and stuff doesn't do Halloween stuff. It'd be quite funny. But yeah, there's a good bit of decoration too bit of a green tinge to the map. Haunted mansion with eyeballs in the window, and a pumpkin, and an actual pumpkin, and an Estani commoner. A horseman Aragorn. Anyway guys, I'll leave you with this dude's face. Now what I'll actually do is I will quickly put this into anti-thingamabobby ×4 window resolution 1080p. The recording should change a bit for a second. Anyway, perhaps minus the frame rate, a slightly better representation of the game, although I do usually get about 60 frames per second when playing normally. But anyway, I don't know if it will have worked for the 1080p display there, but anyway, yeah, recording's off. Peace.